Hello and welcome to the End-to-End Football Podcast, episode number 121. You're here with me, myself, Stuart, Kuda, Sean, and Abbas in the building. What an episode we have for you live today. West Ham are playing, so sorry if I was a bit distracted during that interview. Boys, how are we today? How are we going today?
You even say interview instead of interview.
No, that's what interview.
You're fully distracted. But you're
I do apologize. Leicester were bearing down on goal. Let me not get distracted too much with the introductions then. I do apologize. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Not a surprising result for Chelsea, but Lukaku's debut. I mean, could it have been any better for Lukaku?
Too easy.
Standard procedure, mate. Procedure. I didn't expect anything less. If anything, he should be reported for bully. Yeah, bruv. He should be reported for bullying, bruv.
Is the price tag of Lukaku looking like a bit of a bargain?
No. Nah, I wouldn't go for as bargain, but it's worth it, yeah. With the current prices now, yeah, it's the right value anyway. I wouldn't say bargain, man. No bargains in Premier League football these days. I mean,
to be fair,
you couldn't have picked a better centre back pairing to kick off his Premier League. You know what I mean, his Premier League start. You know what I mean, that was like, yep, ease me in nicely with these man. You know what I mean? Because,
mate, that's baby food for a man like him. Easy, light work.
Because you know what I mean, he's not going to be doing that to Van Dijk next week. So you know what I mean. So.
we're already getting called out for the Arsenal chat. No, see, I tried to be nice and just say it was all about talking about Lukaku and not too much about Arsenal. You know, because we got a bit of a slating last week about talking about Arsenal too much. But I mean, no one could be too surprised about the result. It was just the fact that Lukaku, I thought, was just. He was magnificent as far as I'm concerned. But like you said, boys, he probably couldn't have wished for a better centre back pairing to come up against. But Arsenal had a chance. Rob Holding in the match, he was lucky.
Had a penalty as well. Yeah. They should have had a penalty. I think that was a penalty on
Stonewall. Some may say Stonewall. It looked
not
like
that
a
it would have
good
changed the
opportunity.
result, but I still think it was a penalty. But yeah, it was a penalty still.
What, the one on Saka?
Yeah, Saka. Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought it was a penalty, to be honest with you. I thought it was a penalty. Their centre back pairing definitely got bullied though, Arsenal, as Nathan was saying there. But as a whole in the game, no real shocks. Was anyone really shocked?
No.
Nah.
I mean, what did we even predict last week? When some outrageous scorelines?
The only person that didn't have with Arsenal when it was me, because I put 1-1. You know what I mean? Someone had
the
to
1-1 draw.
Kind of put the same thing. So,
Yeah, but it has to be realistic when we're predicting.
Nah. Someone's got to be different, but you man are just too
you know
what I mean?
Was we wrong?
So someone went 4-0. I don't know about being too realistic with those sorts of.
I mean, come on, let's be honest.
So you're telling me that score couldn't finish 4-0?
That first half could have finished 4-0 on its own.
You did, brother.
Could have, but it didn't. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely a 1-1 draw didn't happen, mate. Yeah, that was never gonna happen.
Oh wow!
What you're telling me?
That's stupid. Yeah,
So I mean, listen.
I'm decided now. Yeah, at this moment, I am going to be the Arsenal ambassador. I know it's peak for you Arsenal fans for me to be your ambassador. Yeah, because it's too much slander for the Arsenal. Not just as long as it amuses me.
Until next week.
As long as it amuses me, you know what I mean? Too much. I'm gonna channel my inner tie. Do you know what I mean? Because nah, it's too much. You know what I mean?
The thing is, though, the thing is,
let me get my Arsenal thing off. Yeah, Lokonga looked decent, but the haters will say nah. You know what I mean? But Lokonga played very well. I was I won't say impressed, but he done well. 21 years old, first time in the league. Do you know what I mean? Put in a few good balls, but it scrubs around him that wouldn't. You know what I mean? Wouldn't finish the chances. Martinelli for one of them scrubs, but I thought that Lokonga was a good positive. That's about it. But I'm the only person that's mentioning positives. Now you go back to your Arsenal slander.
No, because I was just gonna say, because you was one of the ambassadors of one of the famous slogans on this show, "Agendas must agend," and the reason that got born was because of Arteta. He's still in charge of Arsenal. You can't be an ambassador for Arsenal, surely, while Arteta's in charge.
We're gonna have balance in it. We can't all sit here and just say, yeah, we agree. Yeah.
This is when I play devil's advocate. I hear that.
So I am going to be that person. Since everyone just wants to slander Arsenal, I am going to be the ambassador.
I came on here to praise Lukaku. Nothing more. Nothing less. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, cool. You wanted to praise Lukaku. Tell me what Arsenal done in that game that impressed you.
Don't
worry, I'll wait.
Kieran Tierney did a fantastic run in the second half that built up the crowd. You're right there, Stuart.
2-1, innit? Not like that.
Why do we start the pod when the game is playing? We was cruising in this game, and then I've hit record, and it's all gone to pot, lads. It's all gone to pot. Absolute abysmal, man.
Yeah, Kieran Tierney did a run in the second half that picked up the crowd. That was a positive. Started making noise after that.
Do you know? To be honest,
Aubameyang came back.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't want to hear nothing about Tierney being better than Robertson, because that second goal that James scored, I think there was only one man to blame for that.
Yeah, he was at fault. The only thing I'll give him benefit of the doubt. He felt like he had to cover his centre backs because they were quite frankly getting bullied on a 1-on-1 situation.
But do you know what?
And there was no cover as well. He was
by himself, but here,
he was in the middle of nowhere.
Where's the cover? It's a bit mad. You know what I mean? What was he meant to do? You know what I mean? Just 1-on-1 defend.
Mate. To be honest, I believe what's his name, Arteta. He's got a cut, man. I've still got my money on him being the first to go, because it's like he don't know what team to pick. I don't know what's really going on with my man at all.
He's got 99 excuses, in my opinion. It's every time the media seems to give him an excuse why it's not going well.
But the thing is, how much money has he spent this season? He spent over 120 mil, and those are the performances you're giving the fans.
He spent over 20 mil for players that won't even get into his first team. That's what I can see anyway. So
yeah, that's so mad. I think they've been stung by the Willians and David Luiz's of this.
The wage bill's a bit out of control there with the financial situation. I believe
they're now trying to go the other way and sign the young players, but it's like there's no in between. They just go from one extreme to the other. You sign like old has-beens experience to like young players that are not ready to do anything at this moment in time.
But the question is who's green-lighting those deals?
Yeah.
Or isn't it Edu and...
There's Edu, isn't it?
We got to remember as well that Arteta was head coach last season and he got promoted to manager. Presumably, he now has more say in some of the signings. Yeah. So we can't... you know what I mean?
You'd imagine he would have some sort of short list of players he wanted to sign in the summer.
So we're saying we can blame him this season. Now they spent 129 million and he's had more control. We can blame him now wholeheartedly, right?
All right.
Oh yeah, he's definitely more culpable now. Do you know what I mean? Because I think you'd have been there to green light like an Odegaard.
But then you've got to give him the time then to see that through. Then surely you can't just say after two games.
So you're telling me it's okay to green light Ramsdale, but you let go of Martinez last season? What?
That's a weird one for me. I don't understand that one, to be honest with you.
That don't make sense to me, bro. He needs to cut for that decision alone. That's mad. You know how much Arsenal fans I spoke to and they're vexed because of that. Ramsdale, how much did he spend? 30 million? Are you mad? Every team he's gone to has got relegated. So Arsenal fans are looking at what's really going to happen to our team this season.
Wow, you're saying Arsenal are going to get relegated, Sean?
Nah, I don't believe that still. Like I said, all jokes aside, I don't believe they're going to get relegated. I think Arteta will be gone by then. They'll get somebody else in. But
Sam Allardyce.
Do you know? I think he'd be better than Arteta, if I'm honest.
No, I'm only joking. Come on, no, come on. I mean, I'm sure he would probably be better than Arteta, but
to be fair, that's not probably. He will be better than Arteta.
Wait, Arsenal, where are we going?
No. I'm saying Arsenal slander, but facts are facts, innit? As we speak, Big Sam is a better manager than Arteta as of right now. Yes, Arteta could turn out to be a manager or whatever in 10 years' time. But as of today, 2021, what's he done? Do you know what I mean? He's done nothing. He's done nothing as a manager. Big Sam's got experience. He's
Oh
actually
my
done
God.
something.
Uh,
He's better.
I can't even argue
Nicholas's
with it. That's the thing.
For Nicholas's sake, he's going to say that he's won 2 trophies. But he's not here today, I don't think. Because he would have definitely thrown that in there.
Oh, well, let me guess.
What
Why
Queen
didn't
could
turn up
he?
today? Yeah, what
Yeah.
Queen could he didn't turn up?
Man, a
All
lot
right,
of chat last
hi,
week,
Nicholas.
We'll catch you on the review channel. The review video later on in the week, Nicholas, mate. No problem. But listen. That's enough about Arsenal slandering Arsenal, praising Chelsea. It's all a bit of a muchness for my liking. We have a Man United fan in Southampton vs Man United. Abbas, I'm not gonna come to you first. I don't want to come to you first, Abbas, because I think I have a little feeling I know what you're gonna say anyway. Yeah, Kuda, I want you to give me a little something on Man United and the failing to win at the weekend. I mean, let me put my first piece in. When you don't play McTominay, you don't get a win. It's as simple as that. But anyway, world class equals world class. Kuda, go for it. Sorry.
Let me go for it. Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna say when he came on, he got worse in it. So let's put that to bed. Do you know what I mean?
No one was meant to know that, man. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, and
Well
they didn't
said.
get no dubs. Yeah, but this game is another. It is just a pure and clear illustration as to why Oli is not the right man, and Oli will never win this Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Because I believe that game, if he made 0 subs, they would have won that game. You know what I mean? If he left it as it is, they would have probably gone on to win that game. Yeah, Pogba was their main attacking threat. He created most of the chances. Sometimes he created chances for himself. Right? He's playing further up the pitch. Yeah. What does he do? Make some weird changes that puts Pogba into the double pivot, where he's now useless. And you're bringing on Lingard, who hasn't trained, or I think there's one training session or something like that. Yeah. You got Van der Beek, that is like in the gulag, because I don't know what he done. Van der Beek must, you know what I mean? He must have done something to that brother, yeah? You know what I mean? Then you've got, what's his name? Fred, not a good game. Matic, not a good game, right? He takes off Fred and puts on McTominay. I didn't quite understand what he thought was going to change with that. Do you know what I mean? You know, because they needed someone that can just move the ball along quickly. And that's what Van der Beek can do. He can move the ball along quickly. Pogba needed to stay where he was, not bring Pogba deep to bring on Lingard and that. I mean, that made 0 sense. Then he just got worse from there. Do you know what I mean? And title race over, as far as I'm concerned.
Whoa, hold it there, mate. I'm not going to go next.
It's a one game. Yeah, the 1 game week title race. All the gas from the Leeds game, yeah. And that Leeds game is another game. Hey, big man, it's not your time, innit?
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. Relax over there.
I said
right?
nothing.
Leeds just gave these men bare space. Yeah, if you look at all the goals they scored against Leeds, which one of them was not on the counter attack? Abbas, this is where you can chime in one. Yeah, tell me one goal that you scored against Leeds that wasn't on the counter attack.
I can't even remember the goals, man. That was last week.
Nah. That's because it's 0. Do you know what I mean? You can't break down low blocks. You get what I mean? And that comes down to the manager. Comes down to the tactics.
No.
And you're going to fumble it again. Yeah, you come close. You will do your little title race until December, and it'll be done out here. Do you know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, you might as well just be out of it because you ain't going to do nothing anyway.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think 100% is slightly too early to say no title race. But actually, I didn't want to go next. Anyone else wants to chime in? Just gonna.
We're having a debate here. Let me hear what you want to say before you get on your 10.
Well, to be fair, one, I don't think the title race is over. I think it can still be on. End of the day, if Man City lost the first game and won the second, so if they're still in the title race, then definitely we are. 4 points, not lost. We can carry on from that. There are warning signs that it seems like Monsieur Ole has not changed from last season. 100% the subs were crazy. what the hell Van der Beek has done wrong. He's been playing most of the preseason games, and the last preseason games he looked fantastic with Matic, and then he hasn't played since. Lingard seems like Ole has talked him into staying. Why? Why? Maybe it's the United DNA thing, but this is what I'm saying. There's some parts that hopefully he sorts out throughout the season, but there's some parts that are terrible. To be honest, I'm always wary about him. At the moment, I'm still gonna support him because it's early stages. End of the day, no one can take away what he's done. He's created a good foundation for the team, but I have the question mark whether he can take us over the line. I hope he does. As for the game itself, there was a list of players that actually should kind of be listed. Okay, Fred had a terrible game. No doubt about it. Fred had a
woeful game. Not he was useless.
Game. I don't think Matic was that bad.
Nah, he was horrendous as well.
I don't think I watched
that guy has got no mobility whatsoever to have
to. But you know what?
He was brilliant, mate. He was brilliant.
I don't think he was brilliant. I think he was all right. But thing is, every time him and Fred play together,
Antonio scored. You can rest easy, big man.
Look at him. He's happy now.
Oh, Tony, come on, boy.
Yeah, so I don't think he was bad. I just don't think he was anything wrong.
What is he doing? See a picture of himself.
He's got a picture of himself lifting it up, kissing it. Okay, whatever floats your boat, Antonio, mate. Wow. Who saw that coming? A cardboard cutout of Mikel Antonio just appears pitch side and he raises it up in the air like he's dancing with it and then kisses it. What's going on? Twilight Zone.
Good finish, though.
Yeah, man.
It was a good finish.
I don't think,
10 minutes to go. Come on, West Ham.
Looking at the game, and I'm thinking, it's just typical, really. Of this is some of the shades of stuff that he has to iron out, and hopefully he irons them out coming into the most important part of the season, which is obviously after January. But we'll see. I still have hope.
After January,
yeah.
What do you make of the way you're trying to build up from the back? Because you look like your whole back four just kept making mistakes, moving the ball.
Well, we've got that new coach in, the new talented coach, apparently, the one that's never done men's football before and has only done under 23s Chelsea. So,
what is he going to do? What is he going to make?
He's meant to help out building out from the back.
Listen, manager prestige and who they've managed in the past is nothing for your managerial team anyway. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, what did Ollie do? And he got the job, so don't worry about it. Experience is nothing.
I've noticed.
The guy that works down the local Londis, maybe you should sign him up. Attacking coach.
He won titles in Norway, didn't he?
Who? Well, yeah, but that's Norway.
I know he got relegated. That's what I know.
Yeah, he won titles in Norway. Let's balance it out.
He won titles in Norway, big league. Go on, Abbas.
Let's balance it out. He's won something. You know, some people can't have.
What's the name of the team he managed in Norway, Abbas?
Molde.
Oh, okay. No, it's just because I do that, so I was just seeing whether or not you do it. Just testing the waters, big man.
Anyway, typical. We just didn't get over the line. We didn't get the 3 points. It's really disappointing. As long as he irons it out and he learns from his lesson. I also want to see Lingard sold ASAP. I don't know why he's bringing him on.
No one wants him, mate. There was only one club that was the suitors for him, and you priced that club out of it. So they went, all right, then you have him. keep him on your books for 100 grand a week, mate. We won't pay it.
Take it back.
He slapped the money on the table and said, "Here, there's the transfer fee you wanted before the loan. That's the transfer fee. Oh yeah, but since the loan, he's been played so well. We think he's worth another 10 million.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Golden Sullivan you're trying to drag money out of. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, mate. On the other way, no problem. They're looking at a little striker now. That's it. That's all we're bargaining for.
Yeah, but yeah, God, we need to see some of the deadwood go. I'm building out the back. It hasn't worked yet. He's only been at the job for a month and a bit, so maybe it's too early to judge it. But first 2 games, I'm not too sure.
Why didn't Sancho start?
Why didn't Varane start? I mean, both of them.
Varane, I can slightly understand a bit more than Sancho. Sancho's been there for a while now. You know, he had a. It seems weird.
I think he's gonna start the next game.
And who is this? Who is this Anthony Martial? I don't know this guy because he's not he's not even the same guy that was like subpar last time we saw him. He's like even like a worse reincarnation of himself.
I think I don't know what's happened to him. I thought he was leaving, to be honest, this summer.
He got a bad trim. He got a bad trim, and that was it.
That trim, the bald haircut, didn't work for him.
Come on, boys. You know what I mean? No, I mean.
You picked another time to do this stream, boy. 9 days.
What we saying? Come on, you hammers. My guy. Absolute fantastic scenes.
Lesson number 1. Don't do a live stream when Stuart's team is playing.
Hey, mate, listen. It could have been worse. We could have been losing, and then I would have been in a foul mood.
I'm trying to look off the stream early and that. Yeah.
There's another good work goal. I mean, lads, we've played fantastically in this game. I mean, West Ham.
Oh, yeah, you're looking good, man. You're looking good. You know what I mean? Man, like, what's his name? Moisey. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I know a lot of your fans, you guys are turning your noses up at him, boy. You know what I mean? But show him some respect, boy. Give him his flowers and that.
I was okay to see him back. I wasn't devastated that he didn't get a renewal. But yeah, when they said he was getting it back, it was just the weirdness of it all, really. You know what I mean? You just sack someone and then you hire them back. It's a bit strange. But other than that, I never had a issue with Moyes coming in because he saved us from relegation. We was in the doldrums.
You've never actually had a problem with him.
He's Scottish, but I would have a problem with him.
Agendas must agenda.
Agendas must agenda. Sean, you know, I'm not the only one sitting on here with 5 minutes to go playing sailing for my team. Liverpool, easy, isn't it? It's easy, this football up for Liverpool at the moment.
One standing 3 points, mate.
Just breeze past. I mean, it's a shame because we don't get to talk about Liverpool too often on the podcast because they just breeze through opponents. Unfortunately, I would like to say something.
They're just doing what they're meant to. Our manager is no tinkering, makes the right substitutions when he has to. Yeah, come on.
Wow. There's a little sliding. One of those.
Indirect.
I don't think there was anything indirect about it, to be fair. I think that was a direct free kick straight on target, mate.
Straight in your head top.
But yeah, I mean, breeze past Burnley, didn't ever really look in any trouble. The other games, Leeds versus Everton, great game to watch. Some dodgy decision in I think the second penalty that was given. Anyway, it wasn't good. No. You know what? Talking about romping home as well. Man City against Norwich, the 5-0 victory. Jack Grealish on the score sheet. They
all count.
That was a Liverpool goal, that way. I mean,
whoa,
Scounduggery goal, boy.
Relax. Hey, there was no skullduggery going on this weekend.
No. You put it to bed, boy. But you let us know that it's back. That's why I put you to win the league. When I saw
wow! You've seen it coming. You've seen it coming.
All right.
The juju's back.
Yeah, I bet you could use some though, FSA.
That's all right. Our time will come.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna start on this guy. The fact that he thinks Ollie's gonna lift the Premier League title just makes my blood boil. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it cool.
Do you know what's funny?
He's just got to back his boys.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about him?
That's gonna lift it.
Do you know what's funny about him? You see, when we're on the pod, I'm Ollie in. The minute you come off the pod and everything's off it, Ollie out.
I don't know.
He's a spreader of top breads, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
No. Before this transfer window, especially after last season, especially after the UEFA final when we lost on penalties, I was out. Then I looked at the transfers and said, this guy is a good man manager. He's getting some really good players in his team. Let's see how he man manages it. And the first game he did all
What are you
right.
talking about?
Varane, Sancho. He's a good man manager because
Who's a good man manager?
Ollie.
That's the only thing that he's good at. He's not good at tactics. He's good at just getting into the
You
players
know
and
what?
making them win.
It's true.
I don't know. It depends who you ask, though. Ask Donny van der Beek how good his
You
man
know, that's
management is.
what
Thinking.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's true, though, isn't
Come on,
it? It's
let's
just
be
true,
honest.
though.
But even Sir Alex Ferguson, there's some players that just didn't work underneath him, but most players did.
No,
So-
don't compare Ferguson.
No,
with
I'm not
Ole,
comparing
don't
as
do
in totally.
Hey. Stuart, scrap that. Go to the next team, bro. No, I don't even want to hear no more.
Yeah,
He's on a wind.
One
Yeah.
thing I would say is Ole really, really needs to start thinking about his backroom staff. That's just he needs to fix that. That's really important. I was saying this during the summer, and he got another youngster to help us build up from the back. And we're waiting to see how that materializes. Anyway,
Honestly,
I'm glad,
I
though,
don't
because you've
understand
just given
why
us the
they-
title. You've just given us the title for the YouTube video. I mean, Ollie better than Sir Alex. You know what I mean? It's done.
whoa!
Man United fan says.
Never.
You know what? I don't care what this new guy, what magic powers he's got here, but he's not going to turn Wan-Bissaka into some player out of back defender. This is nonsense. You don't have the personnel to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? Apart from actually Maguire, you know what I mean? Much as we criticize him, he can actually play out from the back. Probably one of the few things he can actually do. But
Yeah.
even though he's not showing it currently, do you know what I mean? Varane is not that good, like playing out of back. He's got good feet, you know what I mean? Weak foot and all that, but he's not press resistant defender. So I don't really know if you've got the personnel to be talking about, this guy's going to come in and make us play out from the back. I think that's absolute foolishness. That's absolute foolishness.
I think it's adventurous. I wouldn't say foolish, but I think it's adventurous. But we'll see how it runs. In the long,
I mean,
we'll see if it's foolishness during this. It's too early to judge it right now. That's why I'm very calm about everything I've said and what the targets are. It's way too early.
you're a very calm guy because, you know what I mean, even, you know, when you were having a scud season last season, you're still saying only 50-50 and, you know, we'll see how it goes. So nothing's going to change really with you.
I mean,
you know,
for
we
me,
know your MO anyway.
if a scud season for us is second place, then boy, there's a lot of teams. There's about 18 other teams below us that would have preferred our season. So
Yeah.
Not really. I think I would have preferred finishing first, if I'm honest. But
that's
I
why
don't.
I said
I don't classify finish second as a good season, bro. Like finishing with no trophy, it's not a good season. It's a
when
dead
you
season.
finish second with 1 point, you consider that a good season. Don't lie.
We won the Champions League that season. We won.
But it was the league.
Well,
that
did we
made
win
it
the
happen.
Champions League?
It was the league that made it
I
happen
mean-
because you were happy before even the Champions League final came. You were happy because you were like,
No,
you think you're
I
gonna
do
get
not.
next time.
Abbas, you should play that back to me, bro.
What do you mean play that back? I can't do it now live, can I?
Play that back to me, bro. I never
What do you
said
mean
that,
play
bro.
that back to me?
I
You're
said we
very
was in the
smart,
Champions League. We was in the Champions League final and we won it. What did you win last season?
It's not about us.
Was that runner up
Not
in
about
what? Runner up in what? The Europa League?
Man,
Man.
that's a good season. That's a good season, though, isn't it? Finishing second is a good season.
Like I said, there's other teams in the league that would prefer finishing second and finishing, I don't know, sixth.
Yeah, but you're Man United. You're the biggest
I
team.
think this
You're the
one's for
biggest-
you, Abbas.
You're the biggest team out here. So why are you worried about what Tottenham will be happy with? You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
Nathan, the eighth.
Thank you.
He's definitely tired. You know what I mean? He's like, there's other teams.
Hi, bro. I'm not
You're-
tired.
How many?
But it all-
Yeah, but how many Premier League titles did Man United have?
20, 21.
Exactly. How many does the next teams you're talking about that should be happy with finishing second? Why are you comparing yourself to teams that don't even have the same profile as you?
We haven't won it in a while, so obviously we're not challenging there for straight away. But listen, it's a build up. As I said, we're gonna make it 22. We're gonna make it 21 this season, no doubt.
No, obviously, if you finish
No
second,
doubt.
no trophies, then we know you're going to be only in anyway. So you know what I mean.
Oh no, I won't be.
No, you will be. You will be.
I
Were
won't-
you happy with last season?
I won't be. I said it's all right. I know, but I know this season I want to win.
you know? You see, as you're looking around, I don't believe a word you're saying. You
I
just look
don't
like a
believe
liar,
it.
bro.
I don't think he believes it either.
You see, looking around, like, are these men actually watching me? Yeah, we're watching you, bro.
So I know this is being recorded.
Listen, here's the thing, right? And I'll say it on camera now. If Oli doesn't win nothing, he's out, and I'm out, 100%. But he's got players now. There's no excuses. Let's see what he does. And I have faith in the players that they'll win something. But let's see. It's early days, boys, man.
So if nothing happens and he wins the challenge.
That's West Ham just wrapped up the points, by the way. 4-1 victory against Leicester. Well done, the boys. Well done, the boys. Who hammers?
So what? If he wins the league,
you know what? I bet against them as well. Whoops.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
So you get. I told you Vardy's on crutches, innit? Done out here.
Oh my god, vindicated. Vindicated. No man was sweating and
Hey, trust me. I thought it was just this light, but no.
We definitely need other United guests because this is some tie that we got here, bro. Happy with
But what then constitutes as a good season this season, Abbas? Is it so?
He has to win. He has to
Win-
win.
win-
That's the only thing.
For me, he has to win. He has to win. He's had 4 seasons. This is his 4th season, I think. He has to win. He has to win the Premier League, right? He has to win the Premier League. Sorry, just out. There's no even challenging.
We got one, Nathan.
Even challenging is not. Even challenging is not enough for me. I've come on record. I've said it on loads of group texts. He has to win, which is why I said he's gonna win.
So let me put this scenario in your head. Finishes runner-up in the league.
Yeah.
Runner-up Champions League.
He has to go.
Nah, they'll say progress. You made it to Champions League final.
Yes,
Oh
That's
my
what
God.
you made it to the Champions League final. You get rid of Oli. You made it to the Champions League final. You get rid of Oli.
This is the last season. He has to win. He has to win. I'm not budging on it. He has to win.
Wow.
You know what's going to be funny is when you change your tune, inevitably when you change your tune, yeah, and we start to clip up these things and put them there, it's gonna make for some more videos when you're moonwalking and talking about how we beat this team to make it to the Champions League final. Look what we've done. We lost on penalties.
I'm not even budget.
Don't worry. Watch end of the season. My man ain't turning up, bro. Watch. Turning up.
No,
I got faith. I got faith in that. He'll be here. He'll be back in it.
He won't be back in here because he's gonna be so embarrassed to even show his face. You better bring a mask.
Top of the league. Have a look. Have a words. You know what I mean? Easy pickings, boys. You know what I
Remember where
mean?
he was last season and where you ended up, big man. Yeah.
Wow.
Ouch.
What?
God, blimey, you wanna burst the guy's bubble or what? God, jeez.
You're blowing bubbles here. With
Oh, hey, boy. This is waft that out, isn't it? Waft that out.
That was so unnecessary as well, you know.
I'm telling you.
No. It's because my man's waffling over inside. Now I just feel like I have to.
No, don't give me no indirects, man. Don't give me no indirects. Nah, I'm not happy now. I'm not happy. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. That we're top of the league, boys. What's going on? I don't see that. Ooh.
Champions League, yeah. Champions League, yeah.
All day long, man. Hey, listen, I want to be playing in that stadium behind you. You know what I mean?
New one as well, like that. Yeah. Revamped. Yeah, I mean, come on.
I want to be playing there with the West Ham boys. That would be absolutely legendary. I think we're still a million miles away from that, though. No matter what our 100% win rate is looking like in the league at this moment in time, I doubt that will continue for very much longer. Maybe for one more game. But we'll get to that.
There's only a few teams that have done it, Stu, so yeah. Good on us, mate.
You say, I mean, us 100%ers, you know what I mean?
Boy.
Oh my God.
Raise your hand if you got 3 points this week.
Okay.
Firing shots at Kudur as well. That's harsh.
Okay.
But the thing is, he's got a new manager, so you have to give him time to bed in. He might need 4 seasons in order to bed in. So let's just leave it.
You probably
That game was wild though. That Crystal Palace game had so many chances, both sides as well. If you saw it, there's chances flying everywhere.
Mate, I beg Patrick Vieira. Yeah, I beg
your agenda,
Patrick.
bro. Still has an agenda talking about both teams, bro. You know what I mean? We had the better chances.
You know what? Listen. If you had let me finish, I would have said, but Crystal Palace probably should have come away with the win.
But that's why I think that he needs to go and get a striker because, boy, it's not.
We know what the deal is. Bentakelis, you know what I mean, doing what he does. You got Dr. Ofori, man like Ayu coming on to do nonsense again. Zaha is looking, like he's just trying to beat everyone because you know what I mean. That Gallagher youth though looked decent. The
young kid
on from Chelsea.
He looks good. He's a busybody, boy.
Yeah. He looked like he was just trying to cover every blade of grass there. So
but that's what you need, man.
Again, it's just one of them things where like I'm looking at the style of play. I'm like, okay, it's still kind of dead. Do you know what I mean? It's still dead. It's still dead. You know what I mean? Especially when you're looking at teams that have come up playing a certain type of football, and we're still here just playing this nonsense.
It'd take a while to get rid of that Hodgson influence, that safety football.
This is it. But then there's obviously some of the Palace fans are quite hopeful, thinking, when Eze comes back, when this, when that. I don't like that kind of when this, when that, bro. You could come back when they're rock bottom and it's too late. Do you know what I mean? Just sort it out now, bro. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. Do you know what I mean? We've got easy game next week, so you know what I mean?
Now who's gonna get clipped?
Easy game next week, man.
No doubt about it. Did anyone see the Dele Alli penalty for Spurs as well? You see that incident?
No,
that was. What do you reckon, Abbas? You see it? Penalty for you?
Yeah.
It had to be a penalty. I mean, I know I've got the West Ham top on and everything like that, but you know, although I do feel he manufactured the penalty.
100%. He knew what.
But it's now,
he was doing.
You know what? This is the day and age that we have been in for a while now, and you know, I can't stand people that go, "Oh, he left his leg in." Well, yeah, of course he left his leg in. He was gonna get a penalty. It's the whole point.
You have in these situations, you have to look at the goalkeeper and think: if you're not sure you're getting a ball, why are you diving in like that?
But again, I don't think you could blame the goalkeeper because if the goalkeeper stays at home, doesn't come out. What happens then? Dele Alli's got a shot inside the 6-yard box and just blazes it past him. No problem. He has to come down and close down the angle.
I know he has to come out and close down the angle, but does he have to try and reach for the ball that he wasn't sure he was going to get? What about?
But where are you going to stop? Where are you going to stop? You can't just stop your momentum coming forward. He's got ABS brakes.
Yeah. It's a difficult one.
He's sliding on the floor like that on your side, and a striker just. It's going to happen, isn't it? Like I said, I think it was manufactured anyway, but it was a penalty. And really and truly, it's like a no-win situation for the goalkeeper. Because like you say, if he stays at home, he probably ends up conceding anyway. He's come out, 50-50 of whether or not he gets the ball or not. He's taking a gamble. He's lost that.
To be fair, that shouldn't have confirmed the results anyway. Because Wolves had enough chances. I'm looking straight at Traore when the 1-on-1. When no one was going to catch him, and it's
apart from absolutely blistering pace, what else does that guy bring to the table?
Bro, he had one season where he had assists and goals, and I say that lightly, very loosely and lightly.
But I swear, neither of them were double figures, though.
The crosses
the
were
assists were double figures. I don't think the goals were, or was it the other way around? The fact that I can't remember.
Have you seen him shoot? There's no way he's got double figures in a season. No way.
Nah, no way.
He was just
his finishing is wild.
All I remember is Man City wanted him and they slapped 80 million on his head, and I was just like, yeah, he's not worth that. He's not even close to that, right? But he gave. I can't remember who was playing right back, but he gave him a torrid time, but just could not cross the ball. Yeah, gave him but he gives everyone a torrid time. He just can't cross the ball.
Yeah, Wolves had a lot of chances, but saying that, actually Tottenham had a few chances as well in that game.
I mean, Kane could have won it at the end for him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
the
one of
shots
them games
one-on-one.
you should have probably finished like 4-3 or something, because you know what I mean. There was still
there was loads of
wasn't-
chances. There was loads of chances.
It was definitely
Loads
wasn't a 1-0. But it's interesting to see Dele Alli sort of back playing that second striker.
Yeah, shadow sort of striker role, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's not a number. You can't play number 10. I don't think anyway you can play number 10. I think that kind of second striker kind of thing is more suited to him.
He's more suited.
Asking him to be spinning them balls and, you know what I mean, doing the kind of intelligent play number 10 does. I think it's asking a little bit too much. But speaking of Tottenham midfielders, though, what's going on in Ndombele? Because it's sounding like yet another manager don't really rate his work rate, don't really rate him like that, and they're talking about him possibly leaving. I thought this was going to be I thought he was going to, you know what I mean, think, okay, because he had that beef with Mourinho. You know, a lot of times, look at Dele Alli. He was in the wilderness.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? He was in the absolute wilderness, and he's come back. He's come back now, and he started both games. You know, done reasonably well. So he must have been sort of applying himself in training more so than what he was doing under Mourinho. You'd have thought Ndombele would have been doing the same, but clearly
and
not.
Ndombele's never been that sort of professional where he wants to work hard. And playing under Nuno, you have to run. You have to try and cover every blade of grass. That's exactly how Wolves used to play. So, you know, you think about it, you think, yeah, okay, well, you know, you've got a new manager now, you've got one that's probably going to support you more, but if you're not going to put in the work, then what's he going to support you for? I think he's probably going to go back to France and sometime soon.
As Nathan said, he wants out, but no one wants him.
You know, I think there's team. I actually think he's a good player. He's obviously.
I'll actually agree with you on that as well.
He's a very good player.
I think he's a good player. You know,
Well, would you take him at United, Abbas?
So funny enough, before Tottenham signed him, I did want him, but then now I've seen him and I've realised now the work rate. We can't have him and Pogba in the team at the same time.
Yeah, to be fair, he's no Scott McTominay. Do you know what I mean? So.
I thought you were going to say something serious as well.
You know what I mean?
Mate, eventually, maybe one day, Sean. Maybe one day we'll get there.
Yeah, the work rate thing it would be a big problem. Ability on the ball, quality.
I think if you had like a runner next to him, or two runners next to him, or maybe one runner next to him, you know what I mean, in a team,
but that's
he would
the
look
same thing.
excellent. But the big clubs wouldn't take that risk. So they're probably like a mid sort of tier club.
Yeah, so he hasn't scored enough or assisted enough for anyone to go, okay, I'm going to make you my creative man. I'm going to make you my main midfielder. I'm going to put two the other midfielders to help you and give you the freedom. He hasn't scored enough. He hasn't assisted enough in his whole career to warrant.
I don't think he even needs to do that, though. You know, like obviously that is the key of the point of the game. But I think, you know, like what's his name? Funny enough, Dembele. Was it Dembele? That was at Tottenham.
Oh, the other one. Yeah.
The other one, yeah. He's obviously a better player than him, but his numbers are not like, you know what I mean, oh yeah, he's assisting Bear but the way he affects the game, he's worked out in the team. You know what I mean?
I thought he done the different sort of work. He was very good at defensive work, but he used to, as you said, control the game. I don't know if Ndombele controls the game. I don't know,
man. I think
I don't think he's ever been given a run long enough to prove whether he can or not.
You look at what he done. Okay, French league. You know what I mean. You got to put the French league tax here.
That's the thing.
But when they played in the Champions League for Lyon, I mean, them games against Man City, he violated their midfield. You know what I mean. The ability is there. It's not like we're just talking about some guy that, you know what I mean, has never done it whatsoever. You know what I mean? There's a player there. You know what I mean? I think the rights, but it's one of them players that, like, he has to be the right manager. You know what I mean?
I think
you know what I mean? Probably 9 times out of 10, he's probably going to go somewhere and do nothing. But if he gets the right sort of little mix, it will work. But I think, you know, statistically, or like just on paper, there's a player there for me.
I think he's a very good player.
You're right. There's definitely a player in it.
I'm there looking at a comment saying it's because they want 50 million from him and no one is paying him. But some other teams pay 50 million for Brighton centre backs. But hey ho.
I'm sure there's no company.
Dembele's a baller, as you're saying. I think if he's
Yeah,
got the
Dembele's a
correct team around him, like I think there will be a player there. I think he'll get into most teams. I think he'll be good at like a maybe an Arsenal or someone like that because he will give them a bit more than what they have at the moment. I
True.
mean,
Although I wouldn't want him in Xhaka though. Oof,
now Xhaka has to cut. I don't know why he even got a new contract. That's not fair on the fans.
and I'm
I
sure
don't even
before
think
that-
that's fair on Xhaka because I think he wanted to leave. His mind was I was leaving, and all of a sudden now he's staying and still captain.
And then if we're talking about Tottenham players, you know, the Kane situation, it was quite interesting to see some of the reaction of their fans here when he came on and that. You know, it was like a little bit of booing and like some cheering to cover the booing. It's almost like when England take the knee and that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You hear the booing and then you hear the man them trying to cover the booing with the clapping and all that.
What
You know
a
what I mean?
comparison.
It's true though. It's true. Do you know what I mean? There was definitely a little bit of division in there. You know what I mean? There was definitely some fans. Obviously, I think there's a certain portion of Tottenham fans. They're obviously not happy with the whole missing training, this, that, and the other. Yeah. And I hear them, but being that I'm the newly appointed Arsenal ambassador, them man they got no right to say anything to Kane, bro, because he's given them enough, bro. You're a scrub club, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's one of the best strikers in the world, yeah. You know, he probably like 2 strikers at a push that you put above him, for me anyway, personally. What is he doing at Tottenham? Do you know what I mean? Now
They're very lucky to have him for the
I'm
amount
not
of time that he's had.
but don't confuse what I'm saying. What I'm going to clarify is I'm not saying that Levy should just accept whatever City give him and let him go.
No.
Obviously, Levy is well within his right to demand what he wants. But I'm talking from the fans. Get out of here, bruv. As fans, sometimes you got to be realistic. If Zaha tomorrow said, you know what I mean, I want to leave, I'm not going to sit here and say, what? Are you mad? Like, bruv, come on. Do you know what I mean? You should be aspiring for me. It's understandable. I don't get why they're surprised, bruv.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw tonight, there was a few fans of West Ham booing Declan Rice because he said he wouldn't sign a contract extension. Now, to just put that into perspective, the guy's got 3 years left to run on his contract with an option for West Ham to extend a contract to him. So that's 4 years he's got tied down to a contract. The geezer's 22 years old. That will make him 26 by the time he's out of contract with West Ham. He'd give you a very good portion of his footballing career anyway. What's your problem? What's your problem? He wants to go on and play Champions League football. He's not going to get that done at West Ham. It's just silly people. Just
Top of the league, though, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're gonna win the league, but probably not in the next 4 years or so. You know, five tops, and by then, you know, Declan Rice would have signed a new contract extension, and everyone would have been chilled.
Championship, yeah?
Well, hey, we don't even win that when we're there, big man. So we prefer to come out through the playoffs, man. It's a lot more exciting. It's a lot more exciting.
I'll spread you in the playoffs.
Definitely.
Big game still, big game. You know what I mean?
Hey, never stop believing, Nathan. As an Arsenal fan, you should know this more than most. See, I've had these bad times already, Nathan. Don't worry.
Nathan,
I'm kind of going the sideways here, but whatever. Yeah. But speaking of the transfer, obviously you got the Kane thing. I mean, is everyone still? I can't remember how it was. I know Stuart was. You said you don't think he's going.
He won't go. He won't go this year.
I think Abbas, did you say he was going? I think
He was going.
I took the coward's way out and said 50-50. But
What did you say, Sean?
don't really care, mate. Liverpool.
You know that. Give us an answer.
I don't think he's gonna go. I mean, judging by how Daniel Levy has acted in his past of letting people go.
That's exactly what I'm basing it off of.
I don't think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna dig his heel and keep it for one more season.
It really depends on whether they meet that valuation or not. I think if Man City come with anything less than the 150,
but the thing is, you got to think about they're gonna probably want to try and get somebody else in. It's not leaving.
They got to get rid of. They're talking about getting rid of Silva first, though, aren't they?
Yeah, Silva, Laporte. So they have to make some money.
But I read that Silva Silver was saying, "Don't even think about including me in a deal."
I know they tried to make him a make weight, and he went, no, not me. Don't do it. But
imagine leaving Man City and then taking a pay cut to go to Tottenham.
Mate.
Oh.
Nah, it's AC Milan, isn't it? AC Milan with 45 million, apparently.
What?
Wow, okay.
For who?
Get money.
For Bernardo, yeah?
No, not Ronaldo, for Silva.
Bernardo Silva. Yeah.
Oh, Bernardo Silva, yeah. Sorry, I thought you said Ronaldo. I was like, whoa, I don't know.
Do you know what?
What's going on?
For that quality of player, 45 million is cheap, you know.
Yeah.
That is cheap.
But they do that though, innit? Man City, they wouldn't sell him to a Premier League team for 45 million. I know that much.
Nah, no, definitely not.
Do you know what? Yeah, with Bernardo, yeah, I remember when I see him like playing some under 21 tournament, yeah, and I was gassed on him. I remember he posting in the group years ago saying, "Yo, this Bernardo, you look sick," yeah. And I remember watching the Monaco. I thought his ceiling was a lot higher than what he's actually done at Man City. Not to say he hasn't been playing well. I think he's better than what he's shown at Man City.
Oh,
I think he can do a lot more than what he's done so there. Not that
it's hard for that type of player to do that for Man City because Pep changes it so consistently. You know what I mean? If you're that type of player, look at Mahrez. You know what I mean? He's in and out of the team. Can't really get. Even though he's a brilliant player, had he been playing week in week out, you probably would have been thinking, "Wow, he's up there as one of the best." But because you don't see him all the time and he comes in and out, it's the same sort of thing. I think with Silva, I think he's a fantastic player.
And it's a double whammy. I think Silva is a number 10 as well. I think Silva should have actually played where.
I think his head went after that issue that he had with Mendy, because after that his performances have just dipped. They've just dropped, and then now he had
the issue with Mendy. Who's that?
Yeah, I seen the racism thing that happened when he was saying,
right, yeah.
After that, if you think about it, after that, his performances have dropped, and he has also said he doesn't want to be in Manchester as well because of the weather. So everything is just, and then. You know, with Pep, there's
because of the weather.
They always say that. I don't know.
I mean, take that out of footballing context, man, and just put that in a normal jobs review. Innit? Boss, I'm gonna leave the job. Why is that? Well, I don't really fancy the weather out here. You know what I mean? It's a bit much for me, lad. I'm gone. See you later.
No, but these are all these little sliding complaints that you hear from his camp, isn't it? So, but after that, it's been a massive drop, and I suppose I'm surprised he wasn't more of a feature when they won the one last season. He was all right. As you said, his ceiling is way higher than this, way higher than this, and he's just, I don't know, he's just decided mentally he's just switched off completely.
If he goes to a team that's missing a number 10 and actually plays that system, then you see levels.
Yeah.
You see levels where you be like, okay, this guy's sick. This guy's sick. But then when you Mendy, I'm going off on tangents here, but when you just mentioned Mendy, that guy's a scrub. I know we're talking about the racism, obviously, but still,
come on, Benny boy. Come on, Benny boy. Listen, come on now. God, we got it. We got to have it.
Is he the same nation as Mahrez? Yeah.
Yeah, Algerian. Yeah.
Yo, them wings are.
Yeah. Nice little team they got there, man. Definitely. Two little skillful little players.
Loads of skill on both wings, bro.
Now that's why I put him. That's why I put Ben Rama in my team. I fancied him this year. Last year was a proper little bedding in season for him, and the Premiership took him a bit like by whoa. This is not like the Championship when I played for Brentford. This is a bit harder.
You thought you could just nutmeg everyone here and there.
That's what it was, man. That's what it was. So it took him a while to bed in, but yeah, he definitely started off the season very well. Goal and assist today. So
you know what? As soon as everybody's bigging up their players, I'm bigging up Harvey Elliott. Brilliant game on the weekend now.
There you go.
You know what?
There you go.
That is fair. That is fair.
He did have a good game.
Really good. Really good.
You know what? Even that I was cussing last week, yeah. Tsimikas. Yeah, him, left back. He was playing. He played well yesterday. Very good, like what's he called, crosses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I can see why he's on the corners, because when I see him taking corners, I was like, "Oh, why is this guy on corners?" But yeah, I see it. Yeah. He's not bad still. He's not bad.
There you go. Don't be so hard on Arsenal fans, Sean, anymore. You know what I mean? Leave them alone.
Look at his face.
Twisting up his face. You guys twisting up his face, man. Like, yeah.
Facts are facts.
I dare I get a compliment from an Arsenal fan. I dare my team get compliments.
No, what are you talking about? No. Hold on, no. Scratch that. Don't do that. I try and walk on by it.
Go on.
I say what I say, innit? But as I say about Arteta and their board, the way that they're doing their club is not fair for their fans, innit?
True.
I mean, like he said, you got when you like. Let me get back to Arsenal. You see, you got like man like Willian that's on 250,000. No one ain't buying him because no one ain't paying that. No one ain't buying the Aubameyang because they've offered him mad money. I mean, who else have they bought in from Chelsea? Another reject.
He's gone. David Luiz.
Luis is already gone. David Luiz.
Yeah, Luiz is gone, but there's loads of them they bring in. Why did they just go for Chelsea's retirement home players? Like, I don't know. Like I said, the way that their recruitment is, I feel sorry for their fans, bro. It's a joke. That's why when I speak to some Arsenal fans now, I say, "Oh, do you still watch football?" Nah. I do not.
I prefer my golf these days.
Oh man! And then you see when you meet new people that you haven't even met before, and you ask them, "Oh, do you watch football?" No, not anymore. And I say to them, let me guess, you was an Arsenal supporter. Yeah. But they made me not want to watch football anymore. And I was thinking, yeah, you see what Arsenal does to man, and that's because of their board and their manager. I think it's a joke. I feel sorry for them, if I'm honest. All jokes aside, I do feel sorry for them.
I don't really believe that, to be honest. I don't think you feel sorry for them. I think.
No, do I? Because that rant just came from this comment. Elliot had a big game from an Arsenal fan. That's where that rant come from.
No. I said it earlier on in the podcast, and I said it in the last podcast. So you lot can get out of here, mate.
Sean, let's move it on anyway to this is my favorite part of the show, man. This is predictions. These are some big ones this week. Hey, Kuda. Got some big ones coming out this week. Sean, what have we got on the table of predictions this week?
The first game we've got Man City v Arsenal. Sorry, Arsenal fans, but I've got Man City for a 3-0 victory.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
I'm gonna go 3-0 Man City.
Yeah, I'm gonna match that, Stuart. 3-0 Man City.
Right, next game we got West Ham v Palace. West Ham for a 2-1 victory.
Lord have mercy.
You got Palace for a 2-1?
I mean West Ham for a 2-1.
Oh,
He's got sense. Yeah. I'm just gonna back the boys for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Agendas must agenda. No logic thing. 1-0. Come on, Palace.
I've been way too chesty about West Ham, so it's just a calm, humble 1-0 victory for West Ham. That's it. I'll take that, boys. Cool, your hands.
I'm gonna go 3-2 for West Ham. Make an exciting game.
Right. We got
You're gonna score 2 goals. Yo, Matt, still.
All right, we got Liverpool v Chelsea. I got Liverpool for a 3-2 victory.
It's a matter.
1-1.
3-3.
2-2.
Whoa, look at this. Hey, he's got splinters, seriously. Everyone's sitting on that fence, boy. Blimey. Come on, Sean.
Right. On to the next one. We've got Wolves v Man United. I got Wolves for a 2-1 victory.
Wow.
Nah, United 3-1.
2-1 United.
You man are liars.
I had to think about it.
3-2 United.
Wolves don't score enough, man. They just didn't look like they were going to score.
They have too many damn chances against Tottenham, so I think they're going to do the same against us. And then, get me.
It's not going to be the right thing if they win. Anyway, we got Brighton v Everton. I got this for a 2-2.
Oh, It's some good football. Eh?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 2-1 Brighton. You know.
I
Probably
could.
I can see it.
I-
I can see
I
it.
can definitely see Brighton picking up the 3 points. I'm going 1-0 victory, Brighton.
Ooh, yeah, nah, I can't go with Everton on this one. 3-1. Brighton will be too open.
Rafa the man, eh? Okay.
That's how I went on the fence with it 2-2, but I wasn't sure. Man.
Don't want to back it too much, Sean. Yeah, don't want to back it too much.
I don't want to look silly, boys. So like, let me just sit on the bench.
Well, there you have it. That's all the predictions. You know, as per usual, gamble responsibly. And when the fun stops, stop. That's it. Go on, come on, Abbas. It's too busy writing. What are you writing, boy? You already done your predictions.
He's right. He's got tactics for Oli, bro.
Yeah, emailed him to Ollie. Oh, that's it. That is it. Shall we wrap it up there, Kuda? What do you reckon?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's it, man. We'll catch you guys next week. You know what I mean? Make sure to like, subscribe. You know what I
All
mean?
the socials are on the bottom of the screen. Get on all of them. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Put the notifications on, man, so you know exactly when the live.
So when we go live. Live
you
stream
know.
every week.
Catch you again next week. Later.
Laters.
Adios.
Bye.